Hello again, Struck Quub. Today I will be continuing my fun times with the Forged on the Snow and Steam update on the PTR, and today it's time to test something new, and that something new would be, maybe you guessed it, the Swag Shot improvement, which is now renamed to Pressure Shot. So off to my, I'm gonna go for the Flaming Destroyer Forged, but if someone wants me to test a different type of Forged, do tell. I mean, there's a lot of things to try. Not enough Respectacles, and I wanna try them on a Forge that has already reached some high stages of the Fazir, such as either this one or this one. I wouldn't mind making a new Forged, but if I make a new Forged, we won't be able to play versus level 60 enemies unless I use maps, because we won't have enough time to push the what's its name, the Fazir stages, the Fazir challenges. That's why I'm gonna use this hero that has already pushed the Fazir past level 50. So we can kind of benchmark, and I've got some Respectacles saved up. I was thinking of testing Rapid Fire, but I'd rather not test Rapid Fire now. So let's do this. Let's get rid of Critical Mass and not use Critical Mass, and see how a build that doesn't use Critical Mass but uses Pressure Shot can work. This would be interesting because on a build like that you would want to be stacking crit chance, and right now I've got Critical Mass items, so I'm probably gonna have to find items with Pressure Shot damage. So first I will set the build skills wise. Then I'm gonna go to a different hero and start re-rolling items from the Winter Weave set to try and get as much damage to Pressure Shot as I can. And I'm thinking that Pressure Shot would be better on a Rapid Strike build, a Rapid Fire build on the Electrode. This is what I'm thinking myself. And probably I should switch to the Electrode, but I don't have Respectacles on the Electrode, whereas with this one I've got 15 Respectacles. So maybe later on I can do that Rapid Fire build on the other setup. For now I'm just gonna remove 4 points from here, and I'm probably gonna remove 4 points from here and keep the other 4 points for now, and let's put them into Pressure Shot. 8 points Pressure Shot. Pardon me. So 8 points Pressure Shot. And do I need anything else? Maybe I could just leave the build the way it is right now for the time being. We've got Vortex Bomb boosted with Rapid Strike. We're boosting our cooldowns with Fracking Strike. We've got this one tier 1, this one tier 1. And we've got this one to boost this. And we've got this heat generation to help us generate heat quicker. We're switching to this one, we're switching to that one. And this one is not getting used, it's just for the passive for now. And we've got Sonic Pulse, so let's see how this build would play out. First of all, I want to test it on the dummy. Okay, the heat is not bad. When you're building heat, it's not terrible. The heat is getting built. I need damage numbers though. I need damage numbers. So I would definitely need some improvements gear-wise. And an extra repeater would be amazing for the setup. We no longer need the Mountain King wheel, so let's put an extra repeater. And I wanna see the damage of this beast. Okay, it's not so bad. Actually, I've got an idea. Let's get rid of the repeater and bring back the wheel. I've got an idea with the wheel. With the wheel. Yeah, I think with the wheel it's actually better. Even for this setup. Okay, I think it's not bad. I think what I need now is the missing piece of the puzzle, and that's items that give me swag shot damage. It's still called swag shot damage because it's a bug. Which one should I use? Let's use this one for now. I'm gonna use this one just so I can talk to the NPC that gives me items, and I'm looking for winter weave, swag shot damage, swash pressure shot damage. What am I looking for? Shoulders, chest, and Waku motion. That's what we're looking for. So let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. Okay, I need to get rid of some things. Obviously, unless I get rid of some stuff, I'll just sell it. If I'm getting rid of it, might as well be selling it. Actually, maybe we can save this.
I pay top coin for used gear.
So yeah, I'm looking for those 3 items specifically, with damage to... See, that's not what I need. That's not what I need, but it's damage to rapid fire, so maybe. Let's put it as a maybe. Rapid fire, let's put it as a maybe as well for now. Swag shot damage. Okay, swag shot and rapid fire damage. I'm actually liking this. Let's make sure I don't lose them. So I'm gonna put them here. I mean, sword shot and rapid fire. That's pretty much what I need. I know that the rapid fire would be so much better on a build using the electrode, crit monster electrode build. It would be just the best fit for such a setup. And ideally that's what I would have, but again, I don't have the spectacles on the electrode dude. I mean, I could try and sell some yellow items for spectacles and maybe get it, and maybe that's gonna be the way I need to do it. Let's see, let's do that. We're looking for swag shot. Swag shot. Come on, swag shot. Maybe some of the items are probably just not getting replaced when I don't have room in the items inventory. Damage with swag shot, but in the pants. We don't want it on the pants. We want it on the other stuff. Let's see. Over here. Fracking strike, poison dart, no. Okay, we don't need those. And just put this away, and put this away. No. Oh, yeah, still a no. By the way, this is amazing for the previous build I was playing. This would have been perfect if it had defense instead of HP. Wish I could just sell those items to that NPC quickly. Rapid strike. Okay, let's just get rid of some items again.
Have I seen you round here before?
Swig shot. Okay, we've got swig shot on a wheel. So swig shot on a wheel, not bad. And a hatch with crit damage. Although I'm not using the Winter Weave hatch because I just don't have a good road Mountain King wheel or Mountain King shoulder. Let's see. I'm also wondering if I, for this build, if I want to use Blazing Pillar again or whether I want to use the Aura. Because with the Aura maybe it would be a bit better for the critical mass, which I didn't actually do when I was doing the Aura build, but I think it would have been nice. So what am I looking for? Swag shot on... Where did it go? I've got shoulders and... Did I get the wheel? I'm pretty sure I had the wheel. Don't tell me I sold the swag shot wheel. Don't tell me I sold the swag shot wheel. Swag shot wheel. I didn't sell it, so where did it go? I'm pretty sure I had a swag shot damage wheel. That's strange. Could it be? Okay, this one. Let's put it in the storage, in the pet storage. So yeah, this is a little bit boring, but I really want to test. I want to test 3 items that give me swag shot damage to see how strong that could be. So right now, I think I'm just looking for the chest piece with swag shot damage. That's all we need. At least we're making some coins here.
I pay top coin for used gear.
And Fierce Leviathan says, R.I.P. Snowman. We missed the snowman. The snowman is returning. Just give me some time. I'm gonna go back to the. I'm gonna back to the other hero. I'm just using this hero because it's easier to use that hero for talking to the cheat NPCs. I'm actually gonna play the hero from yesterday. The snowman from yesterday is what I'm gonna play. So if you're missing the snowman, don't worry, it's coming. It's making a comeback today. The return of the snowman. Snowman 2, return of the carrot nose. So I still don't know why I'm getting so unlucky with the RNG, but it's RNG. Should have thought about saving some items yesterday when it was giving me swag shot items. Let's see. Like this one. Like this one. Servo driven, no. Oh, the servo driven and cyclone mode, I'm actually gonna save this for another build some other time. So it's proving super difficult to get a chest piece with damage. damage to what's it called? Damage to swag shot. Let's see, like that, and like that. I think the shoulder and the chest are what I need right now. Wait, did I get shoulder? Yeah, I didn't get a chest yet. I've got shoulders. Actually, I've got shoulders with swag shot. So I just need the chest. The chest with swag shot. Come on, come on. I know you want to drop me a chest with swag shot. I know you want to drop it. We want to test it. I'm not gonna have another opportunity to test in such a way as on this test realm. That's why I wanna min-max as much as I can. Let's see. Fetid Frost Blast, no, and Vortex Bomb. Vortex Bomb Ramming Robot. This is so boring, come on. If only I could just buy one item. I could just click on an NPC that sells the Winter Weave Cuirass and just get randomly rolled Winter Cuirass. Instead of getting all those other items that fill up my inventory, it's super slow to delete those, to get rid of those. I mean, it's still obviously better to have that NPC than not have it. But let's see. This one's not bad, but yeah. Come on, game, give me swag shot armor, come on. I'm gonna just roll the armor now. Just gonna roll the armor now. Until it drops one. Let's see. I mean, it's gonna give me every single skill multiple times before it gives me swag shot. Come on, game, don't be like this. I know you don't wanna give me a bunch of things I don't need. Cheat NPC. Let's see. Cheat NPC is just gonna be mean to us and not gonna give us the swag shot. How many times do I have to try to get that RNG? And see, this is proving how badly the game needs a system where you can reroll your affixes. Rerolling your affixes, because RNG is just terrible. You can get 100 items of the same one and still not get the affix you want. You can get 100 Winter Weave Cuirass drops and still not get one that gives you damage to swag shot. And this is why we urgently need a system that allows us to change our affixes on an item. Because if you rely on finding items, not only is the wood pool getting more and more polluted and it's getting harder and harder to find that one item, but then you have to find that one item multiple times and pray to RNGs that it gives you the right affixes. So if with the cheat NPC I can't get that one item to drop with that affix, let alone... What would it be? What would it be if I have to rely on drops to give me that one item with that one affix? And see, there's 3 affixes on it, and neither of those 3 is getting rolled for the one I need. In the last few times I tried, so I mean I can try and do that all the time today, and I can try and do that for 2 hours and still not get it. This is how bad the RNG in the game is. Come on. This one is amazing if I was a shotgun blast build. Poison, physical damage, and shotgun blast. Okay, I can do it like this. Core launch. I mean, it's gonna give me every single other skill and not swag shot. Wouldn't it be fun if I actually had a swag shot armor in the storage from yesterday? then it would be like, yeah, all this for nothing. That BS. Come on. It's test server. I wanna test the skill. Come on, game. See, this one, critical mass and crit damage would have been nice for the build I played yesterday and I uploaded today. Cyclone mode, 34%, such a high roll on the cyclone mode. I'm fine even if it gives me 28-27%, as long as it's to the right skill, as long as it's what's its name? Pressure shot. Come on. I can do this for 2 hours and I don't think I can get it. Does it even exist? Did they forget to add that affix to chests? And only added it to shoulders and locomotions? Come on. What's the time? 9. I've got an hour and a half left of this stream. And I really want to try and do a few maps before the stupid stream ends. Okay, there you go. Swag shot. And cyclone mode. Alright. It's better than not having it, so there's that. Let's put this over here and I'm gonna try one more time. For good measure. Because at least I know. Okay, now I'm gonna go and transfer those items to the other forged. I decided to stop trying. Once I got it once, even though it gives me cyclone mode, which I really don't need for that build, I just want the swag shot. I mean, obviously I'm not going for 100% min max, more like 70% or 65% min maxing. I need to put it somewhere. So let's put, where did it go? Wait, did I delete it? Okay, I didn't. So this one, and this one. And since I'm at it, I might as well put some other stuff. Let's go and find another forged wardrobe. I've got 2 here. And just put some other stuff in there for good measure, like rapid fire shotgun, like where was this one thing I put today? This one. Just putting some stuff there. So we have some options for other setups. And I think that's as far as we can go here. Is there a helmet with crit chance and some skill levels? Okay. I think we're good. Let's change heroes now. Let's go back to the snowman and test it. I think I can reach 160,000 damage hits on a regular enemy with swag shot, with pressure shot. Maybe even 200,000 if I get some crit damage. I think with crit damage I can probably get it close to 300k. But yeah, the key to building a swag shot build would be maxing out your crit damage as much as you can. Obviously you're gonna be critting a lot, especially if you have the gauntlets for extra crit chance, and you only need 10% crit chance from your helmet and Woku motion. 5% in the Woku motion, 5% in the helmet. That's 10. Then you get 20% from here. That's another. And that's 30 total, and you get 10% from here. That's 40. You're capping your crit chance just with those things. Okay, we're going here. And we're switching this one out. We're switching this one out. And we're switching this one out. We are retaining everything else for now. Dismounting King, I'm definitely not gonna replace it. So what's my swag shot damage right now? 1500 just gun damage. $260 something. 260 something thousand with just 150k crit damage. That means you can have over 500k damage with 300 crit damage. Over 500k damage is what you can expect. I think that's pretty good numbers if you ask me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like this. And my swag shot damage right now is swag shot damage. What's the name? Pressure shot. Pressure shot is at 95% extra damage bonus. It's gonna be hard to get more than 95, but you can. This one can go up to 34%. This one is already 34%, this one is 32%, so you can probably get it around 100%, 101-2% if you want to really squeeze some more out of it. Let me quickly soak it. I think I need poison defense. Ooh, my defenses are so bad because this one doesn't give defense and it gives me HP. Oh, and I lost some extra defense from here. This is gonna hurt. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get regular defense here. Come on, give me regular defense. Regular defense. Regular defense. There we go, 4.8k. So now this defense is 33%. I mean, it's terrible. I'm probably gonna die in one of the maps I try. And so I'm not gonna try some of the harder maps. I'm gonna go to like level 20 something maps. Let's do Netherwell. Or Stormbringer. Stormbringer might be fine.
Oh, are you sure? That doesn't sound so tough.
Actually, let's go Netherwell.
Up to the challenge?
Let's see Netherwell. Let's do this one. It's gonna be tough. With those shitty defenses, it's gonna be tough. But I mean, I couldn't stand all day and keep rolling for a chance to get a perfectly rolled chest piece with defense and swag shot damage. I wanted to just get the swag shot damage and know that I'm doing the max I can do with it. Well, not the max, but the max I can do with my current crit damage. Obviously, my current crit damage can be twice as much, which means twice as much damage overall for the skill, for every skill. And I'm not using the Actor Repeater because I'd rather use the Mountain King Wheel. I'm gonna rely on the Winterweave Gauntlets for survivability. Yeah, I'm actually liking this. This is very fun. I can make this as a build video tomorrow to anyone who's interested. Obviously, this one on the Electrode would be a much better option because you can proc a lot of things with rapid fire on the Electrode. Let's see, what else does it give me? Critical hits and deals double damage. Yeah, this is fun. Not using one of the big damage dealers, but using something more spammy. And yeah, you can see I just hit for 290k damage. 290k damage. That was probably with the 10% damage to Sword. And since I swore with Blazing Pillar, it's a good synergy. So yeah, 600k damage, maybe 700k damage if you super min-max it to the limit. Snowman is powerful. Snowman can be much more powerful though. And the whole rhythm of playing a pressure shot build is so different compared to fracking strike and critical mass, where you're building up and then using the steam with one big hit. Now you can just you don't have to use all the steam at once. I like it. I think the forged work is so good. It can compete with some Realm Master builds. I mean, obviously my survivability is my biggest problem right now on this setup with my shitty defenses. And thankfully I've got the Winterweave Gauntlets equipped. Without the Winterweave Gauntlets, it would have been so difficult. I probably would have died 2-3 times by now in this map without the Winterweave Gauntlets. But yeah, I'm really happy with what they've done to pressure shot. I think Sonic Pooh's tier 3 is the best thing about the rework. This is the missing link. Like, if it didn't exist, neither of those builds I've tried in the past week would have been as fun. Obviously, I need to get better at controlling this, need to get into the rhythm, but that's my first map with this build I just made, so yeah, it's gonna take a while to figure out the best way to play it, to get into the rhythm of things. But overall, I'm happy with the results. So stacking crit damage would be crucial. Stacking crit damage would be the more important thing. And first of all, my cannon damage can get higher. My cannon damage, I can get like another fat damage here and another crit damage here, and obviously that's gonna put me at 9,500 chest gun damage roughly, and with more crit damage, let's say another 30%, 35% crit damage. Obviously that's gonna increase the damage by a lot, and then we can get some other things, such as crit damage on the hatch. Obviously crit damage on the hatch would be amazing instead of the stupid health regen I've got, and crit damage on the chest instead of cyclone mode, and if you're lucky you can get another affix and maybe get more flat damage. So this dude can do damage. This dude can probably get pressure shot close to 1,000,000, 800,000-900,000 if you min-max the crit damage to 300%. If you min-max your chest gun damage, if you get more flat damages from this one and from this one, crit damage here, crit damage here, crit damage here instead of rapid strike, because yeah, we're not using rapid strike. It can grow. It can grow for sure, both for defense and offense. Yeah, I'm seeing the numbers I can get, and I'm really happy with what I'm seeing with the forged. The past week I've been having a blast with testing things on the forged. I admit it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit wanky and wonky, not wanky, wonky, to get used to the Steam system, but you get used to it. Play it for a few days, you get used to it. Like this. Oh, did I start an Angered Ancestor map? Well, okay. Let's see here. Oh, well, that's a great pistol. For a poison build, but still pretty decent. Okay, we're gonna keep moving that way. Let's leave that spirit behind us. I'm not even gonna pick up some of the blue stuff. I'm not like farming right now. I mean, obviously some upgrades on the items I'm wearing would be nice. Especially if I can get another Slugshot Winter Weave with some defense on it. But after my stream I can try and roll for a better Slugshot armor. Better Slugshot Winter Weave chest. But yeah, I'd rather not use my stream time too much for talking to the NPC. Maybe before I make the build video tomorrow I can spend half an hour trying to min-max that one item a little bit more. Oh, a gun. Actually, I want to get that gun. It's shitty. Oh, and my pet is away. I can't... Wait, it didn't want to attack it. Did you see where my cursor was on top of it? And it's not hitting those automatons. That was pretty strange. I guess Slugshot had some problems with the aiming. My cursor was clearly on top of the monsters, on top of the automatons. One thing's for sure, you've got amazing range on Slugshot. It reaches further than my hero can even see. Let's see, over a descent. There we go. Over there. Like that. And this. I'm gonna heal. I think I wanna pick. So yeah, I'm not sure whether I like Slugshot more as a playstyle compared to Fracking Strike and Critical Mass, but it's definitely a little bit different dynamic playing that one. It's still basically the same. Build heat, vent, use the steam to fire the Slugshot. So it's not that much different, but if you were to play the two builds back to back, you would feel the difference. Maybe it's closer to the Fracking Strike rather than the Critical Mass, because at least Slugshot only costs heat, only costs steam, unlike Critical Mass that's heat as well. Well, I'm still missing four cacks, so let's see whether it can drop those. choker. Okay. So 8 out of 12. Wait, didn't I pick up one earlier? Why am I still at 8 out of 12? I should have been at 9 out of 12. Sword of the Lost Legion, okay. I don't think I really need it, but let's make some room to pick it up. Like this.
Your pet is running away.
And the pet got wrecked. Well, how many more? Two more quest items. Hopefully there's enough enemies on the map to drop those. I don't think there are. Alright, we got those two. Okay, let's go. Let's go see here. Like this. And something legendary dropped. What could it be? It's not telling me what I wooted, but I obviously wooted it, so let's check my inventory. It's gotta be there, whatever it was that I got. Skittering gloves, oh, alright, nothing too fancy. Sword of the Lost Legion. Yeah, I don't need this, I don't need this. That pistol on the other hand looks a little bit nicer. What do I get rid of? Let's get rid of the Blast Breaker. And maybe a Shotgunner Shield, one of them. Anything with Swag Shot here, by the way? Oh, Powdrons. And those are probably better than what I'm wearing. Okay. That's not bad. Let's check here quickly. Critical mass. Now I want to test whether crit damage or damage to Swag Shot would give me better results. So that would be the next test. In the meantime, let's put some stuff here, like this, and this, and this. And this one is 38% crit damage. So, okay, let's check. $158, 63. 63 and 158. Obviously the 63 would go over now. 154. The 63 goes to 53 and the crit damage goes from 158 to 154. Okay, I think it's clear which one is the better option. So getting damage to swag shot is better than getting crit damage. Even if the crit damage is a few percent higher. I did expect it to be like that, but just wanted to make sure I've tested and confirmed the results. Okay. And the percent damage, I'm pretty sure, is stronger than even flat damage. If you have an option in the chest to pick one with flat damage or the percent damage to the skill. I've got arc powered shoulders with damage with swag shot here with crit damage. But that's gonna break the set and it's just not gonna work. Not for this build the way I want it to be. Okay, let's sell some of those junk items. We don't need them.
Your pet has arrived.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do another map now, just a moment.
Your pet has returned.
I think if I was on the electrode, it would have been better to make such a build.
Back already.
Let's go and do another well.
So decisive. Honestly, I think you could do better.
Uniques and Gold Wacky, or Corked and Gear Wacky. Let's do Uniques Gold Wacky. Although I don't really want to do those. Let's do Stormbringer. Just don't want to do automatons again. I want something that's not automatons as an enemy.
So decisive.
This one. Okay, I think regardless of what Steam spending skill you pick, it's still gonna be good enough. There are still builds to discover viable builds with each of those 4 skills, which would be servo driven, which is now Steam powered. So Steam powered, fracking, critical mass, and pressure shot. Either of those 4 skills can have some interesting build if you make it a centerpiece of the build. But why do I say that electrode would be better? First of all, casting speed. It makes rapid fire shoot quicker. It makes pressure shot shoot quicker. Second of all, procs. Rapid fire has so many hits per second, which means so many procs per second. Not that you can't proc things like Firestorm and Summoning Smash tier 1. you can, and you will with this relic, but with the electrode it's, I think, the better choice, especially with lightning strike. So the casting speed by itself is enough of a reason to wanna do rapid fire on an electrode instead of on this one. And then you can use chaotic strikes, or you can use the Vocalize Storm, or even the not so good what was the name of that skill? Conjure Electrode, the one that's not that good, but it still gives you some casting speed when it's tier 3. So even Conjure Electrode could work well if you just wanted to dump. So you can use what's its name? 1000 volt burst more often. In fact, it might be very good synergy to do Conjure Electrode 1000 volt, so that you can get 1000 volt burst quicker, and by using 1000 volt burst you can let's try something. You can get your energy gain better, and you can keep getting that quicker by getting more energy quicker and spending that energy quicker. In general, I think 1000 volt burst Conjure Electrode or 1000 volt burst Chaotic Strikes would be the better option there. Where did this go? I wanna do Hailstorm. And Hailstorm. Hailstorm, if you have the North Mace and the shield, the Frost Bow equipped, you can get amazing synergy there. You can get an amazing synergy. Like this. What's happening here? Oh, and I'm using the wrong skill. I forgot to put the right skill in my skill bar. This one would be even better with Electrode. As I said, Hailstorm, every time you hit, there's a chance to... Wait, does it say a chance or does it say every time? Cause all of your attacks to fire piercing icicles. Yeah, so obviously combine that with 1000 volt burst to boost your casting speed. It's gonna be great. I don't think it's good for this setup, so I'm gonna go back to the wheel. Mountain King wheel would be the better choice for me. On this relic, but on the Electrode I would ideally be wearing the mace and the shield equipped, and I can then have the wheel or something else. And yes, Hailstorm would be pretty fun then. Okay, going back into the map. Crank. I keep getting this boss today. So today I uploaded one build video for critical mass, and the other day, a few days ago, I uploaded the fracking strike, and tomorrow I can probably upload the one I'm playing now, even though I don't think it's completely ready item wise. I think the core is ready. Okay. The white chakawari. Not bad. I don't think I had this one in this collection. I'm wondering what the exact number of pet skins that we have with the latest updates is. Probably 40 something, 45, 6, 7 maybe. So yeah, the 50 slots that we've got in the pet shelter probably are no longer enough. Let's see. I'm wondering if either of those can be stronger than the one I'm using. Probably not, because the numbers just don't match. This one would probably be just as strong as the one I'm using, and this one probably would be just as strong, but I'm gonna lose the relic generation. This one gives me chance to shop, which is pretty nice. But for now I'm benefiting from this ice damage bonus. But I can switch to fire. Or to this one, physical damage. Duration for Cloak of Flames. What if I try Cloak of Flames on the build? How does my damage drop? 9556. So 500 roughly, and the cannon damage. Wait, why is there minus physical damage on the cannon? And why is it only 1300 ice? Something's wrong. Something's very wrong with the cannon. Oh, that means 1300 over my attack. It's displaying the cannon damage in such a weird way that it's showing you the difference between the cannon and the weapon. So my cannon damage is 9012 plus 1301 apparently, but the physical damage is minus 128. And if I do it like this, this gives me 101 ice plus another 500, so it's like 601 ice damage that I'm getting. Oh, this is Winter Weave. I can't actually equip it, never mind. I mean, ideally I would have a nice swag shot damage Mountain King shoulders, and maybe I do. I can try tomorrow before making the build to maybe min-max this. No, I don't have it. Alright. Let's do another map.
If it isn't all, what's their name?
Okay, Netherwell.
Up to the challenge?
Netherwell, let's see. Boom Room Infamous.
Oh,
For now, the Boom Room Infamous is probably what I'm gonna do.
I could do that.
Cursed Relic Infamous, also not bad. And it's Hivit. What about the Stormbringers?
I could do that.
Monster kill. Let's do the monster kill map. I wanna test the damage there. Let's see. Come on, Fazir, vote. It's a spider map. There we go, this way. I'm gonna try and just go around the edges of the map first and then do the middle of the map afterwards. Like the good old spiral clearing method. The inward spiral clearing method. I like using that on circular maps in games like this. For example, in Path of Exile, whenever I would do something like which one was that circular map, Strand or whatever, I would do like a spiral from the edges, clearing everything on the edge of the map and then going for the middle next. When it's a map that's like a big circle. Obviously I need to do this so I can vent 75 or more heat so I can get the extra crit chance. I'm just experimenting how it will be if I don't get the extra 20% crit chance from the Mountain King gauntlets. I wanna test something, so I need to shoot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rapid fire projectiles give me 25. They give me 25 steam. I mean heat, not steam. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? It's not consuming my steam. Is that a bug? Or maybe just visually wasn't consuming it, but then it actually was. I need to figure this one out, why it wasn't showing me that my steam was going down. Nothing over here says anything about not consuming steam. So what caused it? Something caused it to happen. have no idea what did it, but somehow I was able to shoot and the steam would not move. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing enough spiders. Where did they go? Okay, there's a one spider here. Two spiders. This either is gonna be a huge map or it's just not gonna have enough spiders. Okay, I'm loving that. Oh, 389,000. 389,000, that was pretty nice. With my current setup, 389,000 with just... oh, how many percent was it? With 150% crit damage. So... yeah. I think this can do a ton of damage if you min-max it. Over 1 million is achievable. I can't wait for the day where when the developers would allow us to min-max our gear by rerolling affixes. It's gonna make it so much more fun to play certain builds, to try and get enough materials to min-max that one build, so you can try and min-max the next one later, and then min-max another one and another one, and it's gonna really make people want to fill out all of their character slots with different builds, knowing that they can go wild with min-maxing affixes. Right now there are not gonna be that many people who try 10-20 builds. Actually, you can only try 13 unless you try another 13 on offline. But on the online, you only have 13 character slots, so I don't think there's enough people who are gonna be using all those slots. But won't be surprised if there are some people who like me want to try as many builds as possible, even now, even when we don't have enough quality of life options to min-max builds easily. $385k, wow. Okay, nice. But yeah, I can finally say that with the new and reworked Forged, you're not gonna feel like the relic is overshadowing your class. You've just got so many skills that can do so much damage that the relic is definitely not gonna be overshadowing your class. It's gonna be improving it. Obviously, it's gonna be a crucial piece of the puzzle. But even builds that don't spend too many points into the relic would be pretty decent on the Forged. Because it was the opposite, you really needed to rely heavily on your relic to save your ass damage-wise and survivability-wise. Not survivability-wise, but let's say damage-wise, you needed to rely too much on the relic before the rework. I think now even people with minimum amount of points in the relic would still be able to do very well in the Fazir. And Jordan says, do you also play the sharpshooter? Yeah, I play all heroes. You can check my YouTube channel and my website, struckpub.xyz. I've got builds there for every hero. I've probably got over 30 different builds by now. I don't know the exact number, to be honest, but I've got a lot of builds for the game. Some of them are a little bit outdated and need some tweaking to make them up to date, but the core mechanics remain, where other builds are pretty recent, pretty new, and are after the launch. I've been waiting for Forged to get reworked before I start making builds for the Forged after the game launched. And I've already made 2. This build is coming tomorrow. But for the sharpshooter, I should have a few different builds already that are currently viable. Although they might not account for the latest additions, such as the Winterweave items, such as the Ancient Ember items, but doesn't mean they're not viable. That just means that they're using different items than the ones you might want to use. With the new items, they didn't make the old items shitty. They just added new items that give us new play style. So one doesn't necessarily need to use the Winterweave because it's meta, or to use the what's its name, the Ancient Ember set because it's meta. They're just as good as the other sets as options. Obviously, for some builds, you definitely would want to use Winterweave or Ancient Ember. But yeah, I've got all sorts of sharpshooter builds. I've even got melee sharpshooter builds on the Electrode, which is pretty fun build to play with the mace, especially with that new mace. With that new mace from the new set, it's gonna be amazing to do it with the shield, with the cooldowns, and the mace. That gives you Hailstorm. You started a summoner sharpshooter with the Bane, and you played the game for about 3 sessions, like 20 hours, and do you mean level 47? You're level 47. Okay. And by the way, let me give you a link to my YouTube in case you need it, or to my website. Let's just give you a link to the website. Maybe as well to the YouTube. I'm gonna give the website link to anyone who's on my YouTube as well. But yes, struckpub.xyz, it's not really difficult, but just in case, I'm gonna write it down. Alright, let's go finish this quest. I'm currently experimenting. Right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm gauging, benchmarking a bit these dudes. The problem is I've got very bad defenses in my gear, that's why I'm not taking it too far. That's why I'm not doing like level 50 for 0 or something like that. 20 something 30 is good enough to check the potential of the build, to check, okay, this can do that type of content. Your main story is done. Yeah, if your main story is done, you've got few options. One option would be do the Fazir on Ridiculous. The other option would be do the Fazir on something like normal, hard, until you reach level 60, and then switch to Ridiculous. It just depends whether you want the batch, the visual. For example, if you've never switched, if you've played on Ridiculous from the start, you probably would want to keep it that way. But if you want to push the Fazir dungeon a little bit, then maybe switching to normal or to hard is fine. Ripping Creeper is asking how I am. Welcome back, Ripping Creeper. I'm fine, thanks for asking. How are you? Nice to see you again. As you can see, I'm testing Swag Shot, or as it's now known, Pressure Shot, today. I uploaded a critical mass build, a build with this skill today, and I've respec'd and now I'm using Pressure Shot. Obviously I probably want 4 more points into Rapid Fire, but right now I'm not using Rapid Fire for damage, to be honest. So I'm not sure if it's worth it to remove those points from this hit generation and to put it here. Alternatively, I can remove points from things like Rapid Strike, but that would reduce the damage of Vortex Bomb. I don't know, I think the way I've set it right now, only 4 points Rapid Fire, is not bad, because I'm only using Rapid Fire to build heat, not for damage with this build. And Jordan, the endgame content is exactly what I'm doing right now. So if you've just finished the story, you need to go to the first town, to Trevail Point, and then you talk to a mysterious wanderer. And the mysterious wanderer would give you access to the Fazir's dungeon, basically to this, the Fazir's throne. And the Fazir's throne is a prop. It looks, do you see here on the screen what it looks like? You're looking for this thing in the props storage in your 4th inventory. Then you put it and then you talk to him. When you talk to him, I'm gonna go from the beginning just to show you what happens. I'm not gonna run the maps, but basically you start from level 1 and you have to pick between 3 maps. Each map has a positive and a negative modifier. The positive is the blue one, the negative is the red one, and then at the top you can see the elemental damage of the monsters in the map and the type of monsters. So spiders, goblins, netherim, physical, electric, physical. And once you clear this, you get access to the next one. This one is with level 46 enemies, or 47, I can't remember. It used to be 46, but I think it's 47 now. Then this one is 1 level higher. And then this one is 1 level higher, and it keeps going 1 by 1 levels higher. You can see it's randomly gonna give you different combinations of positive, negative affix, the map name, the map element, and the enemies in the map. Then at stage 3 you do a boss fight, and once you finish the boss fight, you unlock the next checkpoint. And checkpoints are resurrection points, or points that you go back to if you die. So if you die doing stage level 6, you go back to checkpoint at stage level 4. If you die at level 7 on the boss fight, you go back to the checkpoint on stage level 4. And every 4 levels there's a checkpoint, and every 4 levels there's a boss fight that you need to do to reach the next checkpoint. And you can see on the side here we've got a negative affix that keeps changing. And eventually you're gonna get 2 negative affixes and then 3 negative affixes. There's 251 stages of the Fazir's Dungeon challenge, so yeah, you gotta push it. It's kind of like rifting, kind of like the Wolsen expeditions, but it has an end. And Ripping Reaper's playing the Vast Epoch and it's really good. Oh yeah, Vast Epoch is pretty solid. I can't wait to test some multiplayer with the Struck Swap once they add the multiplayer in Vast Epoch. Yeah, Jordan, there's 251 stages. I mean, in theory, it could be done in under a week. In a few days, you could do it, depending how many hours a day you spend pushing the Fazier dungeon. And you reach level 60 enemies at stage level 15, which is a boss fight, and then starting with stage level 16. And the enemies would start getting monster damage, monster HP and monster speed, but they would remain level 60 and they would drop level 60 items, but the level 60 items they drop would have slightly stronger stats. And this is a new thing, and supposedly those stats you would only benefit from those bonus stats while inside the Fazier. Right now, once you exit the Fazier, those stats disappear, and once you return, they don't return with you, but they should return with you. It's the power creep system that would make you wanna farm items in the Fazier that are stronger than your current gear, so you can push higher in the Fazier. I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk. I pre-ordered it like more than a month ago. I've been waiting for Cyberpunk, and in the morning on the 10th of December I'm gonna try and wake up early, like 9-10 in the morning, so I can start my stream early. Because Cyberpunk 2077 is launching 3 in the morning, at 3 in the morning local time. So I'm not gonna start streaming at 3 in the morning, I'm just gonna wake up early at 9 or 10 in the morning and start streaming then. But yeah, it's launching so soon, and I can't wait for it. We've been waiting for that game for years, and it's finally here with all the delays they needed. Hopefully it's at least polished and there aren't that many progression breaking, game breaking bugs. Bugs are fine, as long as they're not progression or game breaking, or as long as it's not crashing every few minutes. And we know the game is much better optimized than Godfall. We know the system requirements are lower than Godfall. And the game looks amazingly beautiful because CD Projekt Red has very good artists. Texture artists, animation artists, effects artists. So from what we've seen, the game looks pretty beautiful. Jordan is gonna be gone. Thank you for stopping by, Jordan. Enjoy your leveling up. Good luck with the drops. And have fun reaching max level and pushing the Fazier. Don't ignore defenses. Defenses in this game are very important. And they would really help you survive, especially on squishy classes like the sharpshooter. You would really want some defense. And by the way, to those of you who are looking forward to it, today launched the new AMD video card 6900 XT, which obviously you won't be able to get your hands on this one unless you have some connections with people that sell cards that could save you one. And the benchmarks, it's all over the place. It's all over the place, and I think this is mostly driver problems. I mean, in some benchmarks it's beating other cards and getting very close to 3090. Then in other benchmarks it's so bad that it's just funny. In some benchmarks it's even lower than the 6800. So I'm thinking they either have terrible drivers or the reviewers were given some faulty hardware, and I think it's probably the former. I think it's just terrible drivers that the reviewers were given. Obviously in the AMD games it's performing better than the Nvidia games, which is how it's gonna be. I mean, some games are better optimized for one type of video cards, others for another type. For example, Borderlands 3 is where you're seeing very good performance on the AMD GPUs. And I'm assuming Godfall would be another game where you would be seeing good performance on the AMD GPUs. I'm still probably gonna, I mean, not probably, I'm surely gonna have to wait before I buy my next GPU. First of all, I don't have the money right now, but probably by May next year I should have saved up enough. And by that time, hopefully we would have the new models, the 3080 Titanium and whatever the equivalent would be from AMD. Because right now, even if I had the money, not that I could get it now, there's no availability. So hopefully by May, when I do have the money, there's going to be enough availability for GPUs, and they would have made the new ones to see if it's worth it. Because right now, seeing all the benchmarks and things, I don't know, I don't think I need 3080, but I don't think I need 6800 or 6900 for their prices in regards to what they can offer. For now, probably the best bang for my buck would be a 3080, but I'd rather wait for a 3080 Titanium, see how it is, and also for AMD to release better drivers for the 6900, see how that would be with the better drivers. But yeah, kind of expected something similar to happen with the GPUs, but thankfully I'm patient and I'm not like someone that has the money right now and wants to buy a GPU right now. So hopefully by April, May we would have more availability of Nvidia and AMD GPUs, and the prices hopefully won't be as scalped as they are right now. Since I'm 1080p gamer, everything's gonna be bottlenecked at 1080p. So even if I get some sort of a beast of a GPU, it's gonna get bottlenecked. I can play it on 1440p, but my monitor doesn't support 1440p, so I actually can't. But for me, 1080p is what's important. Eventually, later on, I wouldn't mind making an upgrade. That's why I want to get a GPU that can do decent on 1440p. Because eventually, when I do upgrade my monitor, which would be very, very far in the future, I would get something with 1440p, 144 Hz maybe, refresh rate. But yeah, interesting results. If you haven't watched some of the benchmarks, some of the reviews of the new AMD card, you might want to watch it. You have Republic of Gamers Strix 1444 4K monitor, so Cyberpunk is going to look nice. Oh yeah, it definitely is going to look nice, but you need a good GPU, and you bought 3070, so that's definitely gonna run it with nice performance. You're in queue of 90 and it seems to be going down every 20, so maybe in a month you have your card. So at least there's queues. At least you could order it and there's queues. By the way, where did you order? What shop has queues on things like that? You have an i9. Well, i9 and 3070, it's gonna be a good combo for you. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be nice. I'm not sure how the benchmarking would be for 4K, but Cyberpunk seems to be optimized. Did you overpay for your 3070 or did you buy it at a reasonable price for your region? Because I understand how different reasons have different meanings of what a reasonable price would be. You bought it for 529 pounds, UK pounds. Okay. I think that's not that scalped. I think that's like 29 quid scalped. I mean, oh no, for the 3070. Which 3070 did you buy? Because probably 500 pounds is what I would expect to be the retail price of the regular, but you probably got some sort of custom one. Did you get the Asus one, or did you get a Gigabyte? Which one did you get from the 3070? Gigabyte has very good ones in the Aorus. The Aorus is the strongest one from the Gigabyte versions. Oh, you got the OC Ego. Ego OC is a good one from Gigabyte. It's not as overclocked as the Aorus, and maybe doesn't have the same cooling as the Aorus, but it's pretty solid in the Ego OC. For Asus, normally the best ones are the Strix ones, the Strix or whatever it's called, Strix OC. I forgot the exact name, but ROG Strix from Asus. And from Gigabyte, the Aorus is normally the most expensive and the ones with the strongest cooling solutions and with the strongest stock clocks, out of the box clock to the highest frequencies you can get them with. So if I do end up buying an Nvidia, I would be looking at Aorus, Gigabyte, or at Rockstrix Asus. You've got 9 fans in your tower, so you think you're going to be fine. Plus the card has 3. Yeah, cards always have 3. Those big new cards, they always have 3. It's just a slight difference in those, but of course it depends if you're gonna be overclocking it. You're not gonna care too much about the cooling solution on your GPU if you're not gonna overclock it. If you're just gonna run it stock, and even if you overclock it, I'm not sure you're gonna be able to squeeze too many frames per second with a stock cooler if you're not going water cooling. And if you're running the games with good FPS, do you even need extra 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 FPS if you're already running them at over 100 FPS or so? I mean, yeah, that's just some min-maxer overclocker stuff, which the majority of people just run things stock. I'm running my CPU stock. I've got 3700 CPU, I'm running it stock. I'm overclocking my GPU just a little, like 24 Hertz I think, or something like that, which is the bare minimum, I guess. There's 3070 with 2, I assume there's probably gonna be 3070 with 2, but I know the Ego OC is not one of those, because I've looked at images. Most of the new ones, there's even 3060 titaniums with 3 coolers. The good 3060 titaniums you're gonna see with 3 coolers. But yeah, obviously there's gonna be some cheaper versions with 2 coolers out there. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the design of the Founders Edition Nvidias. But I also love the Aorus Edition's design as well. Like one big chunk of metal. I mean, my video card is 5 years old and soon it's gonna be 6 years old. next month it's gonna be 6 years old video card since I bought it, because I bought it January 2015. So yeah, it's almost 6 years old. So I'm obviously due for an upgrade, but I'm patient. I'm gonna save up money, and hopefully by the time I saved up enough money, there's gonna be enough availability, and there won't be that high prices. And hopefully the 3080 titanium would be out by then, because even though I'm always reasonable and try to get whatever's worth the bang for my buck, I still would rather get Nvidia, but we'll see. Because I'm just someone that has mostly used Nvidia in his laptops and in his PC systems. I'm not someone that really cares about ray tracing. In most of the cases where I see people enabling ray tracing, sometimes it even looks uglier than without it. So obviously I'm not gonna care too much about ray tracing, and I don't care about 4K. As I said, my monitor is 1080p, but in the future I would want to know that if I do decide to get a new monitor and keep that one for a chat editing monitor, eventually later on in the future, I would like to know that I get a video card that can at least get good frames per second at 1440p. Let's see. That's why I'd rather wait. Oh, no, why did I delete this? Never mind, it's the test server. Delete or not, it doesn't matter. So your motherboard is super strong. ROG Strix B550F gaming with the Wi-Fi. And you've got a very good NVMe SSD. Pretty good. My motherboard, when I got it, it was a $200 motherboard in that budget range. And it was either this one or the Asus stuff. But the Asus stuff had Realtek 1 and this one had Intel 1, and they were pretty much similar, very similar for a budget motherboard. And I decided to go for the Aorus Elite without the Wi-Fi. But yours is pretty decent. Back when I was buying motherboards, there wasn't a 550 series. There was just X570 series. But yeah, yours, the ROG Strix series in general is pretty decent. I mean, probably whenever in the future I make a new build, I would try and make something ROG Strix themed. Right now I'm Gigabyte, my GPU is Gigabyte, my motherboard is Gigabyte. Even my SSD is Gigabyte, my terabyte SSD. Right, what am I gonna do? Oh yeah, I wanted to do this. By the way, I'm gonna do one final map of the day. It's 10:26 p.m. I don't have much more time, so let's just start it. And tomorrow expect this as a build video. Probably won't do much tweaking other than maybe trying to min-max some items from the cheat NPC. Let's do this one, Spiky Infamous. You're a bit worried about your power supply as it's not fully modulated, so you might need to buy... Well, I'm definitely gonna need to buy a new power supply when I buy a new video card. So I'm gonna be saving up for power supply. My current power supply is 650 watt. And 650 watt is fine for my current system. But if I get a new GPU, I'm gonna need at least 850 watt power supply. Or 750, but I'd rather get 850 because later on I might need to have that extra 100, and I'd rather not upgrade every year. And this power supply, I can maybe try and keep it as a spare or for a second system. I mean, I'm saving my old PC case, and once I upgrade my GPU, I can actually make a full PC build with my old PC parts, my old motherboard, my old CPU, my old RAM sticks, and old power supply and old GPU. I can just make it a second system. And that's gonna be nice if I decide to go with a second PC for streaming. Or I can just try and sell it but yeah, it's good to keep it as spare in case. Because even if I try to sell it, I'm not gonna get too much from it. Okay, there we go. But yeah, Corsair have a very good power supplies, and Seasonic have been one of the best when it comes to power supplies back in the day. I'm not sure how they are right now, but right now I'm using one of the old Seasonic power supplies, and it has been doing its job pretty well. I also love talking PCs. It's a nice distraction from the daily game grind. I don't mind talking PC. I mean, on my Discord channel, I've made a section where we can discuss technology and stuff like that. We're not the most active Discord. Not sure if you're a member there, but we're not the most active. But I'm always happy to, when I'm not streaming, when I have some free time, to chat about stuff. Obviously, most of my time is spent streaming and editing. And I'm rarely available to chat, but every now and then I do find some time to chat for this and that. I mean, we're gamers, and most of us love talking about PC stuff or about other technology related things. So I always welcome people talking about tech stuff. And since my channel's, you know how I've got a team with yellow and blue for the Struck-Up. Normally I try to use it in my videos and stuff like that to implement the yellow and blue team, and it really fits well with Cyberpunk. Now that I think about it, even my PC right now is configured in a way where it's blue and yellow. My RAM sticks are gradient from blue to light blue to light yellow to dark yellow, and the front of my case, the front fan case, are blue, and the logo on my graphics card is also blue, and I've made my water cooling pump glow in yellow. So I'm kind of going for that yellow and blue theme. So Cyberpunk themed PC. RGB kind of settings, and Struck-Up themed. You probably might have seen it in my videos how I use blue and yellow for some of the titles, and when writing text I try to maybe write yellow text with blue background, things like that. This yellow and blue theme was kind of inspired when I was playing Borderlands. I've always liked blue and yellow, to be honest. It's not just due to Borderlands. In general, I just like them as a combination. Even tried to make my forged light blue and yellow. But yeah, I'm finishing this map, and that's gonna be the last map for the day. Tomorrow again my stream would be in the evening because I would be editing during the daytime. I love it. I love Slugshot so much more than the old Slugshot. You have 32 gigabytes Corsair RGB RAM. Well, you can see my RAM sticks on the description. If you're on my Twitch channel, you can see it. It's Trident Z Neo, the one with the Samsung B die. Because I actually did overclock it a little on day one, but then I returned it to stock because I want to overclock it later when I've done some more testing. But yeah, it's 3600 1639, and I had it at 37,033 at and 1636, or maybe it was 1536. I can't remember. And it was stable. It did some mem tests without crashing and things like that. So I can probably run it like that. I just had to up the voltage to 138 or 139, I can't remember. I forgot to save the profile. Maybe I can do another XMP profile and save it later. Since I'm with just 3700X CPU, which has only one memory controller, not two, I don't want to do too much clocking. If I had 3800X CPU, then I probably could try and overclock the memory to like CL14 or something like that, and up the voltage to 1.45 maybe, or something like that. But for now I'm running it stock and I'm happy with running stock that memory. Okay, and that was it. That was the final map of the day. It was nice chatting about PC stuff. As for my fans, my friend helped me set up my fan rotation with that Gigabyte software. I forgot what it is. The something about fans. I forgot what it was called. It was in the App Center. If I go into App Center, let me launch it. App Center SIV. In SIV, my friend set up my fans with Smart Fan Advanced. What RPM to do at what temperatures. So yeah, it's pretty nice when you have some custom software to control the RPMs of the fans and things like that. But yeah, thanks Truckwob for watching today. I will be, as I said, making this as a build video tomorrow, so the stream would be again late in the evening. Thanks for being on YouTube and Twitch. Have a nice rest of your day or evening. Keep it cool. And until next time, goodbye.